Hi, everyone. I'm Kathleen.
Hi, I'm Nancy.
And we
And
are
on the Needles. Episode 12. I can't believe it. Next episode will be a baker's dozen.
Yeah. Maybe we'll have to share some pastries.
Are you baking? Because I'm not.
No, I am not baking. But we did this kind of fun thing. There's a gluten-free, Mimi's gluten-free, and I got to check there. And there's a gluten-free bakery in Spokane, and they were offering little cookie kits. And so this nice box, and they made a bunch of sugar cookies and put frosting and sprinkles in there. So we're going to frost those. And she'll have cookies to eat. She doesn't get a lot of treats, you know. I mean, she can have candy and chocolate and stuff, but cookie wise and cake wise, I'm not much of a baker.
Can she, is oatmeal gluten-free?
It is. So she's not celiac. If you're celiac, you have to be really careful because it could be produced in a mill that also mills wheat or some sort of glutinous grain.
Well, the reason I ask is my mom made cookies this last week, and they were peanut butter, oatmeal, chocolate chip, and egg. There was no flour in it.
Oh, yes. I've heard of those cookies.
Oh my gosh, they were so good. You couldn't tell that there was not flour in them. So
I'll have to get that recipe.
Yeah, I'll get it from you.
Yeah. Gluten-free oats, just by chance. Yeah. So how's your couple of weeks been?
Oh my gosh, the holidays are here. It's been busy. It's been real busy. Let's see, I'm trying to think. Just after we podcast last time, I did Vogue virtual live, and I had signed up for demonstrations this year too. But so for a super pass, the attendees could attend some demonstrations, and then they actually got a different discount code than just the regular attendees. So I thought, what am I gonna do? And I don't know if I talked about this on the last podcast, but I couldn't decide what to do. I couldn't really take everybody out to my dye studio because I'm just not set up. The lighting's not good, and I'm not set up to do that. Besides, you might hear me singing some heavy rock and roll music or something as I'm rocking out to the music. And so I thought, well, maybe I'll do a demonstration on different cast-ons. So I did 4 different cast-ons, and it was good. I got good positive feedback from it. I set up 2 cameras so I could have my hands in the light box and stuff. And then I did 2 demonstrations and 3 Vogue live sessions, 3 1-hour sessions.
Wow.
Friday, I was on point. I was, just kicking them out and showing colors and showing samples and interacting with the people. And I felt so good. And so Saturday morning, I got there ready to do it. And I just drew a blank. I couldn't, my thoughts weren't working. I think the synapses weren't firing, even though I'd had coffee. I had a smaller group, very little interaction, and I was just stumbling over my words.
Oh, no.
And like on Friday, we actually carried it out longer than an hour because people were still interacting and asking questions. And on Saturday, I kept looking at my phone thinking, oh my God, it's only been 20 minutes and I have another 40 to go.
Oh my gosh.
So I got through that and I just felt awful. I felt, man, I've really let these people down, and I looked so unprofessional. At least I didn't record it, but that's how I felt like I came across.
Yeah.
So Sunday morning I had another one, and I said, okay, I'm just going to get through this. After Saturday, I'm not ever going to do a Vogue again. I just felt like I just fell right on my face. So Sunday went down there, and man, it was even better than Friday. I had a huge room full. The words were flowing. The people were interacting. So I finished that one, and I thought, I may do Vogue again, but I'm not going to do it in January. I think they run it I don't know if they run it every month.
It seems like they have been.
Yeah. So this is my second, so about every 3 months I do it.
Yeah.
But so that was good. I had a crap ton of orders. Thank you, everybody that's watching and ordered. I will get the rest of them out this week, even though I know it's Christmas.
Yeah.
So yeah. So otherwise, I have been staying home. I have been dying. Not literally. Figuratively, I guess.
DYE.
Yeah, DYEing. And yeah, just trying to get through the holiday season. I don't like the holidays. This year is, I think, even, everybody's kind of struggling. So just trying to get through. So how about you? I've kind of talked forever.
That's so great. I love to hear what you're up to. And congratulations on the Vogue. I know that it was amazingly successful, and I'm glad you had a comeback.
I had to come back
Sunday,
and I will come back. And it was easier actually this time. Last time I did it, I've got quite a large kitchen, and so I set some grid wall up in the kitchen, kind of moved our eating table out because we never eat at the table. It's a good thing. It's a catch-all. And but this time I actually did it in the basement where the grid wall's already up and the yarn's already displayed. So it was easy. If somebody wanted to see a color, I could just hop up and get it. So
nice.
Anyway, back to you.
Oh, well, okay. Let's see. What have I been doing? We have a puppy, of course. Everyone knows that.
Little Iris.
So little Iris. She's such a good girl. She's like 99.9% potty trained. And if she does have an accident, which is super rare, she does it right by the back door. So she knows. And so we have a dog door and we haven't opened it up for her to go out. And we just let the dogs out because she was so little when we got her. I didn't just want her out in the backyard, And so yesterday we decided it was time for her to do the dog door. And so I think I created a monster. She's like, in, out. It is hysterical. And so I'm constantly jumping up because I have to wipe her feet off because she gets all muddy. So
what
anyway,
you should do is just put a bucket right under the dog door, like a little basin that they have to actually walk through.
I know. Well, somehow Iris, Daisy's paws aren't so bad. I don't have to wipe her paws off, but I think Iris gets the zoomies and gets all, muddy in her paws. She's so cute.
But if she's got dachshund in her, isn't she a digger then too?
She is a digger. And I'm not sure about we're going to have to get one of those doggy DNAs because she is such a mix. Definitely a terrier. And we watched her dig a little hole yesterday and drop a pine cone in it. Yeah. So we'll be finding all kinds of stuff out there.
Which means we don't have snow in Spokane right now.
No, we don't. We did. And it's gone. So I don't know. I think we're supposed to have it again this week, but it's been very mild and beautiful. I love it.
I hope it's not like the winter we had a couple of years ago that February was horrendous.
Yeah.
I hope it's not like that.
That was bad. Yeah. So just getting ready for the holidays, we're going to have a garage Christmas so we can have my sister and brother-in-law. So we did a little dry run and put the heat dish out there and got chairs all set up. And so Mimi and I are going to work in the garage and get that all ready to go and take our little tree out there and the stuff, all that kind of stuff. So today we're just kind of running around getting the everything done. And I'm going to get a flu shot. If you haven't gotten your flu shot, like me, if you've been remiss, I encourage you to get one because
I got mine.
I'm important year for that.
I'm waiting for the COVID shot now.
I know one of our friends got it. I know she got it yesterday. I was so happy for her. She's
I think I'm in the
medical
third,
field. And
I'm
I'm
C
like
or something.
I'm
Well, you're younger.
Mimi's up there. Mimi's gonna get hers because she's working she's a pharmacist. So what are you wearing? Something?
I'm wearing my Buds and Branches sweater by Carrie Bostick Hoge.
Oh, it's so pretty.
And I intentionally did the sleeves 3/4 length.
I like that so much.
I love it. I really love it. So I did this out of it's a sport weight sweater, and it's done out of Trilogy Yarns. So the taupey color is Beaver, and the pink here is blush. So the Beaver is part of my Crayola colorway collection. So it's dyed after the Beaver colorway. I've still got to finish some up. I've got to get burnt umber done.
I love burnt umber.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I finished it. I love it. I think this is the third day that I've worn it. I wasn't sure, but yeah, I like it.
Yeah. It's so pretty.
So what are you wearing?
I am wearing this, it's called Sheltered, and it's an Andrea Mowry. And I don't know if I can get far enough away to show the whole thing, but it's got like a t-shirt, or what's that called? Shirt tail hem. So it's rounded at the bottom, and then it's just connected here on the sides. It's a poncho basically. And she wrote it for Shelter, Brooklyn Tweed Shelter yarn. I caught on my and I used shepherd's wool, and this is I think it's called chocolate milk color. But I love working with shepherd's wool. It is so soft, and it, I knit this a couple years ago, and it's not pilt. It's amazing.
I was going to put on, the first sweater I had on today was one I made out of shepherd's wool that I don't think I've shown. I made it this year, but it was too warm. I had to take it off.
Oh, I know. What is it right now? Oh, well, 34. Not that warm. Yesterday, or a couple of days ago, I looked at my watch and it was 50.
I know. That's why all the snow is gone.
Yeah.
And windy. The wind blew my birdhouse over.
Oh, darn. Oh, yeah. It was pretty windy.
Yeah. So
more pine cones for Iris. So I knit this when I first was starting to lose weight. And so at that point, I thought I wasn't going to knit sweaters. And so, but then I couldn't not knit sweaters. So I chose some things like this, some kind of boxy things, and made, like when I first made this, it was kind of snug. And now it kind of fits the way it's supposed to. It's super, tons of ease and very poncho-y, and you can wear.
I have to make that. I think that is so cute.
Up like this, or I always fold it over. And then it's got this cool, slip stitch down the front that I love that detail.
Well, I thought when you stood up, it kind of reminded me of like the Weekender.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I had that.
It's got the top section. So the bottom section is just stockinette, but the top section, if I remember correctly, it is knit. So you knit and then you purl back through the back loop. So it's like a half twisted stitch. So it just makes a nice texture.
That's so cool. So what else did you finish? Well, you didn't finish that.
Oh, you know what? Okay, Nancy, talk to yourself for a minute. I forgot my finished thing.
Okay.
Talk some more about your new things.
My new things.
Your new colors.
Oh no, I don't want to talk about the new colors yet. I'll show my finished object. Besides the sweater, I finished a pair of socks. So these are Felici, which is other than Trilogy Yarns, it's my go-to. And so this is Drama Club in the Felici colors. And I don't know I don't know if this is this year's or last year's colors. But after I got them done, and I went to, I think I just laid them on the table because they were done. And I laid them on top of this sweater. And oh my gosh, it's like a matching set because the socks are shades of gray and pink.
Wow.
And then the sweater. So of course, my youngest granddaughter, when I held the sweater up when I was done, she goes, I want it. I made it for me. And she goes, well, will you make me one? And I said, what colors? And she goes, I want one just like yours.
Oh.
And then my other granddaughter, my other granddaughter who's home from college saw the socks, and she's a pink girl, and she goes, I want those. So, I may give them to her. I'm not going to give the sweater. I'll make one, but I'm not going to, but I've got so many socks that I have a whole drawer of the longer ones, and then a drawer of shorties for the summertime. But on my socks, and I said before, I do toe up. I do like a version of the figure 8 cast on, the twisted figure 8 cast on, and fish hooks kiss heel, and 2x2 rib. And I don't make them, I already taken it off the blocker, but I don't make them real long. I don't, here's the heel here.
Yeah.
So not quite. I used to make them as long, you know, you'd fold the sock over. I didn't even fold the end in yet. Fold the sock over. I would make the leg part as long as the foot part.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just don't anymore. So back to you now that I've done my finished job.
You get done quicker. Okay, so the reason I forgot it is because I already wrapped it for my mom. So I'm gonna unwrap it for you guys. And
did your mom watch?
She doesn't. Isn't that lame?
My mom does. Hi, Mom.
Your mom gets an A.
She does get an A.
So oh wait, this is the wrong one. Well, I'm not going to be able to show my finished object. What it is, it's just a cowl, and it is, I did it in moss stitch. I'll put a picture of it up on our Instagram, on the Needles Instagram. It is just this great yarn that I got from Chris. I think in one of her, sometimes she does at the studio, she'll put out her stash for sale. And she's, you know, been a knitter for forever. So she's got an amazing stash. And I believe this was from that. It's a beautiful kind of bluey purple Fiber Company canopy fingering. So it's like cashmere, camel, but it's just this beautiful blend. So I'll put a picture of that up. So I had started this project, gosh, I think a couple summers ago. And when I went through my projects, I rediscovered it and it was almost done. And my mom's been complaining about being too cold. So I thought, well, this will work. This will be a good thing. So I finished that up for her. So that'll be one of her Christmas presents. And then that well, it's not, I wouldn't call it a finished object, but I don't, that is like it for me for finished objects. But on the needles, this is doll parts. So I finished all of the parts and now I've got to stuff them and do the, oh wait, did I not finish this? Oh no, I've got 2 feet, 2 legs, a body, a head, and 2 arms. So I'm good to go. But I got to stuff them and put them all together and then knit the sweater for her.
Now, this is not a Christmas present, is it?
No. I told her, I said, you'll just get it at some point. And it's the Posy doll, I think it's called, or yeah, it's very cute. And then on the needles, I'm working on my blanket. This is kind of what I've been obsessed with, is this, what's it called again?
Habitation Throw.
Habitation. I always want to call it something else with it, Habitude or something. So I've got this going and I cheated and I opened up all of my Advent. I'm knitting it with Nancy's Trilogy Yarns Advent calendar for this year. And I opened up all of my packages and just pulled the yarn out. So I still have all the little goodies to open. Because I want to make it not necessarily a fade, but kind of all the light colors together. So I pulled out the pinks and and then we'll go into purple. And so this one probably will be next, and then I'll go into the darker. And I don't know if this reads pink or purple. I think more purple. So that's fun, just to see, how to put all those colors together. So this has been a really fun project. And what else? I think that's all on the needles. I mean, I feel like I'm knitting all the time, but I'm not finishing anything because I'm working on a freaking blanket, which I've never done. I've never knit a blanket.
Yeah.
Well, I've knit baby blankets, but never, and this is going to be a big one. So I'm going to have to put it aside to pick up my sweater and a couple other things that need, but I just don't want to stop knitting on it. It's totally addictive.
Yeah.
So what have you got on the needles?
So, coincidentally, I too am doing the Habitation Throw, and this is by Helen Stewart. It is a pay pattern, and it was oh, of course I'm in the middle of a row because I ran out of yarn 2 or 3 years ago for an advent. And so I'm just grabbing minis from my stash. I don't know, can you see the bottom? Because I've got the screen covered. And so I just started my decreases.
Oh, you did.
So
okay.
I'm this far into my decreases. So it's going to be about, well, I'm afraid I'm going to pull it off. It's almost my arm width, and I'm 5'3", so maybe 60 inches. And I'm just doing mine square, like the pattern said.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is really, really fun, and it's really mindless. And I'll forget to, to put or to do the little eyelet detail, and so you don't have to go back.
I started putting markers on my eyelet row so I could kind of visualize how far.
Oh yeah.
Because I forgot a couple times and I didn't take it out. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to be more aware of it.
So I have this is going to be that's going to take me the longest time to ever do a sock in my life. I think on episode 1 or 2, I was talking about how I found a Christmas sock blank in a basket. It's a big wicker basket with a lid, so it was on the bottom, that I had given the girls, I think, what did I say, 2007? So 13 years ago, and I never knit it. So I finally got one of them done.
Oh, it really turned out so cute.
I realized last night that this foot is huge, although the girls, I think they wear a size 10 shoe anyway, which is
that's
so. And I think all kids nowadays have bigger feet, just because of, I think, the growth hormones. But you can see it's an inch, at least an inch longer than mine. But anyway, so I it's been in my car as my car knitting, but I'm not in my car very much anymore. So I brought it in the house to finish. Halfway through the Fish Lips Kiss Heel. So I'll have this done. Well, I mean, I'll have this done this week if I work on it. I've got some busy stuff going on, but yeah. And then one more thing that is on my needles. A couple of the gals in our Tuesday night knit group, which is our local group, have been knitting the hot water bottle covers. And I thought that is such a cool idea, because we have a heating pad here, and I mean, ours automatically turns off, but I think some of them don't, and you just never know. So I thought, okay, I'm going to do that. And so I think the pattern I'm using is the Churchmouse pattern.
Yeah, nice.
And yeah, it's a picture with the, trying to see where the camera, she's got it. So I thought, well, I'm going to do that. So it's a worsted weight. So I am actually using Trilogy Yarns. This is my Aurora Borealis colorway in
that's
worsted.
pretty.
And I'm doing this in a superwash worsted because I want it, to be able to wash it.
Yeah.
So I've got the ribbing done, and I am getting pretty close to starting to shape. They call them shoulders on this. Do the shoulders, and then it's got like the little turtleneck neckline.
Yeah.
So it fits, so the whole hot water bottle fits in it.
It's covered. Yeah.
So
cool.
yeah, since I'm not since I finished my sweater and we're going to start the knit along, and I'll talk about, it's not a real knit along, but we're going to all start a sweater later. I thought, I'm not going to do a sweater right now. I think from now till the end of the year, I might kick out a bunch of these and just give them to people. And I told the kids I'd each make them one. And
Yeah, that's a really
I
neat
think
gift.
the pattern says it's like 197 yards. And my Superwashes are 218 yards for 100 gram skein. But
Perfect.
I think I'm going to have a little bit more, where I'm thinking maybe I could get 3 out of 2 skeins.
Oh, okay.
So, but yeah, so I'm just gonna, like I said, kick out some small things. I've got
Yeah.
a lot of sock yarn and, you know, do stuff like that. But you know what I wanted to do that was kind of fun, something different. I thought I'd show everybody, and Kathleen doesn't even know this yet, show everyone all the sweaters I made during COVID.
Oh,
Starting when I came
yes.
home from work, I think it was in March. And these are in no particular order of when I finished them. This one is, I've got my notes here, Fern and Feather by Jennifer Steingass. This is the one
Beautiful.
that's out of shepherd's wool.
Oh, okay.
So this is the one I had on first. So the main color, and we bought this at, I got this, I think at this, either the Studio, which is our local yarn shop, or Knit Coeur d'Alene, which is her niece. But this is just kind of in a dusty purple. And then I just had a skein, just a random skein of a variegated yarn. I can't see the camera.
It's pretty.
So instead of changing colors or doing a fade, I just did the variegated.
Yeah,
So
I love that.
that's number 1. Number 2 is the Moiki, the one that was in the Lane issue that I finished after we did the podcast with the side detail in the split hem. So that's
cool.
Number 2. I have the Weekender, and I think I've worn this one on the podcast.
Yeah.
And I love it. I really would like to make another one.
That's really
so
pretty.
That's 3.
You could make the fingering one. That would take up some time.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Now this sweater is 2.5 years ago. I did the yarn crawl over in the Seattle area. What is it? The LYS
Puget
tour.
Sound yarn crawl or something like that.
And one of the stores had this sweater, as was a pattern that they wrote, because every store would write a pattern and then they would, you know, have suggested yarns. And so this was a sweater, and it's just I can't see the camera, Kath. Is it doing
Yeah,
okay?
I can see it. I love it.
And it's got a drop shoulder, just kind of oversized and boxy with a little bit of a high-low hem. And this is done out of a cotton yarn. So I finally finished this one during COVID.
That's gorgeous.
So what is that for? City Limits, and you guys have seen this. So that's Beautiful. 1. So that's number 5. Number 6 is the Cozy Classic Raglan that I just did. So that's number 6. This cardigan, and I wrote the name down, it is the Scotlander. And this is just out of some navy yarn I had in my stash. And it's just got this cable detail, and then it goes down. It's got drop shoulders, and the cable detail goes down the arm. I lost count. Oh, well,
I think you're at 7 or 8.
I know how many I have total here.
Okay.
The Beekeeper cardigan.
Oh yeah, so pretty.
Yeah, and the yarn for this Beekeeper cardigan and the Scotlander cardigan, the navy one, is some yarn I bought up in Newport, which is a little town north of here. There was a little tiny one-room yarn store, and she was going out of business. So she had all her yarn. She was just selling for her price. And I think it's a Rowan yarn, but I've got another sweater's quantity downstairs in purple.
Oh, wow.
So I need to make that. Tin Can Knits Mountain
Oh,
Mist.
I love that. So
Yeah.
pretty.
So there's that one.
Is that like a black tweedy yarn on the
It
bottom?
is a black tweed. This is a Barocco yarn, and I don't remember the name of it.
It's
I got
really
this
pretty.
over at Acorn Street in Seattle when I was
Oh,
doing
okay.
a truck show, but it's pretty rustic.
Uh-huh.
And I am definitely going to have to wear, I think, something long sleeved under it
Mhm.
because I'm so sensitive
Yeah.
to that. And then I have the Sperry, which
Oh
is
gosh, that's
just
so gorgeous.
just kind of an oversized 3/4 length sweater with a little bit of a shirt tail hem.
Wow. Isn't that so cute?
And so this one was done out of Trilogy. I did a sparkle for the main color. It's got stripes, so it's purple
Yeah.
and navy. So the
Oh, you can
purple
totally
has-
see the
yeah,
sparkle.
but the navy doesn't have the sparkle. So
Nice.
that one. So altogether, I did 11.
That is
So that's-
unbelievable.
So that is why I don't have a sweater, I think, on the needles too. It's because
Oh
I
my-
always, as soon as I can't finish one, and I've been trying to be really monogamous, like one sweater, a pair of socks, and maybe something else.
Yeah.
So as soon as I finish one, I've already know what I'm gonna do for the next one because I have so many favorited. So yeah, so that was
Oh
a
my
little
gosh.
tangent. As I
No,
was
that
going
was
through my
amazing. Are you kidding?
sweater
That's
drawers,
incredible.
I thought, oh, I should show some of this because a lot of them I've shown, but not all the ones I've done through COVID.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I'm glad you did. That was fun.
yeah, kind of fun. You have
Well,
any future knitting? Are you gonna, so this knit along we're doing, our Thursday night podcast group, and this has been the only blessing I can think of that's come out of COVID. We podcast with some amazing people all over the United States. And I mean,
so much
I don't know
fun.
about you, Kath, but I feel like we're family. You know,
Oh, yes.
we're already
It's-
talking about a retreat and
Mhm.
whose house we're going to stay at. And so
We're talking
but-
about getting a huge house for Rhinebeck, if we can
yeah, because
do that again.
Yeah, getting together for Rhinebeck. So anyway, as this as a group, and not everybody, but I probably think, well, at least half, and
Mhm.
I don't know, there's probably 18, 20 in our group if
Yeah.
if they all show up. But about half of us, we're gonna do the Montrealer by Designs by Delz. And
I can put it up.
Can you pull it up? And so we're gonna do that, cast that on January 1st. So I'm not doing a Christmas Eve or a Christmas Day sweater cast on because I'm gonna do that. And I haven't dyed the yarn for it. I'm gonna do the non-superwash. I think I'm gonna go like with a really deep teal. And then it's a striped sweater when Kath gets it pulled up.
There we go.
So yeah, so I'm only gonna do like the first, and I'm pointing to my computer screen like you guys can see me. The top 3 stripes.
Okay.
So I don't have stripes all the way down, but the main color is going to be like a real deep teal. And then I think the first and third stripe will probably just be gray, but I don't know what my pop of color is going to be yet.
I like this one with this orange. That's cute.
Yeah,
Are you going to do the hood?
I don't think I'm going to do the hood. I might do like just a little stand. I don't know. I don't wear hoods. I'm just thinking maybe a little stand-up collar.
Yeah.
And with, maybe with a little drawstring. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
can you guys hear that noise? I have a cat scratching at the door here.
Oh, that's all right.
But
you could do like a collar like this.
That would be really
That'd be
cool.
cute on that.
Yeah. But
well, that's going to be fun.
Yeah. Are you doing it?
No, I can't. I got to finish what's on the needles. I've been, as many as you've finished, I've cast on, I just haven't. I'm so unfocused with my knitting. I just got it. I mean, I don't feel like I've lost my mojo. I just kind of feel like
squirrel.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So maybe
So
that'll be your New Year's resolution.
yes,
Yeah.
that would be a good one.
Because we all know how your last New Year's resolution turned out.
I don't even remember what it was.
You were just going to knit from your stash and not buy any yarn.
No. That did not work out. I might have to make that another resolution.
As a
Although
yarn dyer, I would say that's a crappy resolution.
I think so.
But
I think I've proven that it's not achievable.
Doesn't work. Yeah.
Okay, so I have some new stuff to show.
Awesome.
And this is the yarn that I got from our exchange. And I think it is just, how can I get this to see? It's called Earl Grey Fiber, Earl Grey Fiber Company. And this is Darjeeling sock, and the color is Earl Grey Hot.
Isn't that gorgeous?
And so it's kind of got a little Star Trek reference there, but it's, I don't know how it's coming across, but it's purple with some maybe brown in it. It's beautiful. And so Rob, our friend from our knit night, gave that to me, and I love it. I'll have to think of something. I might put it together with something else to do, like a multicolored cowl or a stripe. I think it would be a really neat stripe project. Okay, and then this is a kit, and I will take it all out. It is the Study in Pink and a little bit of gray from Lady Dye and Casapinka. So it's got a really pretty cowl, which I didn't think to pull up. I can though. So these are the colors.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. So I just love it. And it is, I don't know what the 100% superwash merino single ply fingering weight. And so she always,
are those 100-gram skeins or are those 50?
600 yards total. So 200.
50.
Well,
because usually
3 mini skeins to, yeah, they are. They're yeah. And so she always does some fun little things to go along. And so we got this button that says A Study in Pink, which is I don't know if everyone knows Sherlock Holmes, but it's a play on the Study in Scarlet book or story. And then these stitch markers are totally adorable. Magnifying glass and the Sherlock hat. Cute. And then I am Sherlocked, another button. And a ginger peach tea. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. And the pattern, the Criterion cowl is what it's called. And I can pull that up, maybe. Uh-oh. God, my phone's ringing. Okay. Criterion cowl. Have you heard of that, Nancy?
I have not.
By Casapinka. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay. I love this share screen option because then we can actually show stuff. So that's the cowl. Isn't that pretty?
Oh, I have seen that. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that is really pretty.
Yeah, I love that. So that's exciting.
That is absolutely gorgeous. Yes.
And I think, so last night we had our gift exchange. It was so fun with our knit group and our Tuesday night knit group. And I got, look at magnetic bowl. I love it. And
so cool.
I know, isn't that awesome? Oops. Oh, that's a plastic one that got in there. that I was so psyched about that. I love it. And then Rena was my Secret Santa, and we made our favorite hors d'oeuvre and ate it all together apart. And then we all opened our Secret Santa gifts, and it was really fun. And she knitted, these are called petite pines, and they're little trees on corks. And so she made me a whole forest of these. So I'm gonna add them
Those
to
are
our
so cool.
Christmas decor. Isn't that cute?
Ah.
So
I can't get into that fiddly little stuff. I wish I could, but I don't like DPNs, and I'm not a big fan of magic loops.
I know. And they don't make circular needles small enough for that for you. And then speaking of fiddly stuff, so Mimi started just this morning this cute, this is going to be, you would never guess, something she's making for a friend of hers. And it's
I'll act surprised then when I get it.
Yeah, right. One of these little cute little cacti. And Mimi's from Phoenix, so this kind of resonates with her. And this is by Emily Russell, who is the not quite daughter-in-law, but girlfriend of one of our knitting friends, knitting group members. So it's fun to support her anyway. So yeah, I thought that would be kind of fun to share. Just all this stuff using up stash yarn, you know, kind of fun. And what about favorites? Do you have anything?
Well, I got some fun stuff
or new stuff
this week. Yeah. So on our Tuesday night group, and this is totally bizarre because I was really thinking of getting one of these. When I'm sitting at the desk working, I get so involved that my coffee sits beside me and it's cold. So I'll still drink it, but you know, it's just not quite the same. So she gave me, and I was trying to charge it by plugging it into my computer, but the computer's not strong enough. But it's a rechargeable, and then it's a wireless little
that is so cool.
Yeah, a wireless disc, and then you put your mug on it. So
that's amazing.
So I'm gonna have to read the instructions, figure out if it only I don't know if you have to just use this specific cup that came with it, if there's something that triggers the wireless to come on. So I got that. And then our Thursday night group, we had the skein exchange, and so we all drew names, and Lucy, who's a local knitter, got my name, and so she gave me this beautiful skein. This is Knit Style Yarns, and she's out of New York, and this is called Naughty Rainbow. And that's Lucy beautiful. Said she thought of me when she saw that. I don't know what she means by that, Lucy. But it's got some stellina in it. Yeah, come there, you can kind of see it. And it's a 75 superwash merino, 20 nylon, 5%, and it's the silver stellina. So I'm thinking I'm going to make socks out of this.
Oh, those will be cool.
That'll be fun. Yeah. And then we also were doing an exchange, and not everyone participated in this one. You could opt out of sending somebody like a little handmade thing. So I got, or I didn't get, Jeff out of Baton Rouge got my name, and I got this really gorgeous drawstring bag, and it's got the cork.
That's so neat.
It's such a cool sweater size.
Did he make that?
I think so I think he did make it.
Wow, good job, Jeff.
Yeah, I mean, it's gorgeous. It's like cork on the bottom, and then this is like almost a canvas. And then it's lined with a lighter color.
Wow.
And then the drawstrings. Yeah.
That's really
You know,
neat.
it is neat, you know.
Yeah, and it is a good size.
It's perfect for a sock.
Yeah.
I think we were talking in our group last night, on our Tuesday night group, and one of the gals, and I'm not going to say who, but loves to drink Crown Royal. And so she's got a gazillion Crown Royal bags. Well, she had given me one once. And so I was, you know, using that for my sock knitting bag. And, you know, of course, one time I forgot and took it into work. So I had to put it away.
At the elementary school.
At the elementary school.
We have to make that clear.
So, yeah, so I had those three things, which was
neat.
Really good.
Fun.
Yes.
Well, I have a couple of favorites to share. Okay. One is this My Baggie. Hello. My Baggie project bags, and they come in different sizes. And I love them because they snap. And so if you're doing color work, you can have 2 yarns coming out. And then they come with this interesting handle, and it just snaps in. So you can use the handle or not. But that's kind of cool. And I love these because, I mean, I love all project bags, but I love these type of bags because they're see-through and you can tell what's in there. And I've got so many projects going that if I have them in regular bags, they get even more buried. If I have them in these see-through bags, I even like just those clear plastic zipper bags. So this is a favorite. And then my other favorite, which I've had for many years, and I hope I can get this to show. It's a Starbucks cup and it's got cables on it. And they don't make it anymore. But it is my favorite holiday cup. And a couple of years ago, I broke it. And so Mimi went on eBay and found one for me. So this one I'm very careful with. But we have an issue with Starbucks that we're in. We love their drinkware. We have a lot of it. So that's my faves. How about you?
I don't have any favorites this week, but I do have a word of the day.
Oh, yay.
Yay. And I totally forgot. So that's when you probably saw me with my, writing and my eyes down, I was doing this. So the word of the day is convalesce, which means to recover health and strength. Now, to me, it's just a website you go to for word of the day. So I just thought it was ironic that was the word of the day.
Yeah.
So hopefully everybody can stay home and convalesce.
Yes. We have so many people sick here, and we've known several that have gotten sick from COVID, and thankfully no one's died. But I think that is a really good word for this time in the world.
Yeah.
Healing.
And I do have a little bit of shop news, and then I think,
good.
I don't know how long we've been talking here. Just about an hour. Or
good.
Under an hour. So for the shop, TrilogyYarn.com, I have started the new happy hour club, and it is a 3-month subscription. It is an ongoing but not auto renewing. So if you finish your first 3 months and you want to continue, you just have to sign up again. And so every month is going to be based on a drink, and the drink will be not the drink. I can't ship alcohol. The recipe, the recipe will be included, and that's going to be on my fingering plush base, which is the merino cashmere nylon base. So that is started up. I just dyed up the first batch for January, so those will be getting out. I
got a sneak peek, by the way, and it is awesome. Love it.
I am discontinuing probably about 6 or 7 colorways. And so in my under the discontinued items, you can see some colorways, and these are the ones that I currently have in stock. These are not any dyed to order ones. So, and I've got them on several bases. This is Somewhere in Time. This is actually my Razzle Dazzle base. So I have that one. I have Mauve Over Miami, which is kind of a fun combo.
Yeah.
I have Spumoni.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah, this one goes so good with Teddy Bear.
Oh, I
This is a fun
bet.
one. But I'm also discontinuing Antigua, and Antigua and Spumoni are kind of a fun one.
Yeah.
And then I have some Vineyard. So,
oh, pretty.
Vineyard, so you could do Vineyard. You know, I mean, you could do a
Yeah.
little fade, maybe. So
Pretty.
anyway,
So all of your base, like you're gonna discontinue it on all of your bases and just no more of that color.
correct. Now that doesn't
Okay.
mean in the future that I'll bring them back, but I just feel like I have to kind of keep it to a semi-controllable amount.
Yeah.
And I've gotten a lot of requests from my holiday advent for full skeins in the colors. So
good.
I have 24 new colorways that I want to get dyed up. They're not new now, but they're my mini colorways. And I'm thinking I want to, you know, eventually I'll do the same with the Halloween one, you know, maybe next Halloween.
Yeah.
So I just need to kind of get some stuff out.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I think, gosh, I think that's it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you've been so busy. I'm surprised to have anything new.
Well, yeah.
Gotta keep it fresh.
Yeah. So everybody have a happy holiday season, however you celebrate or don't celebrate. And, you know, it's going to be a tough one because I know I'm not seeing family in town. And, you know, it's just kind of a tough year, but there's a light at the end of the tunnel now, I think, with the vaccines coming out. But just, you know, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, like, subscribe, thumbs up, leave a comment. We love the comments. And yeah. How about you?
Support your local yarn shop and wear your mask.
Wear your mask.
Well, thanks everyone.
Yeah. I guess we'll see you
in the new
next
year. Yeah.
And yeah, let's hope this is a bright new year.
Yes.
So.
Happy
All right.
New Year.
All right, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.